We have Environment Protection Act, we have Water Control Pollution Act, we have so many laws. We have about 200 legislations that deal directly or indirectly with environmental laws. But unfortunately, they are not being followed. But today, because of many of my cases and some other cases which came to the court, the Supreme Court of India has acted as a savior of the environment, human rights, and the children's rights. So that is what, but I had to do a lot. You can imagine, because in NRDC is a huge organization. I am a single man, and I did on my own, and I am happy with that I could do. But it was a very, very difficult, because it is an unequal battle. A battle where the people, they have a lot of money, they can buy, they can influence, they can do anything. And I'm very happy that I could survive all those pressures, all those things. So that is what I feel today. Vehicles is a major issue. I filed that case in 1985, and today, if you see in Delhi, the C.N.G has been introduced.
What is C.N.G?
C.N.G is compressed natural gas, and the vehicle pollution control case has helped in reducing the noxious gases, and it has helped in saving the environment. Because of my case, in 1992, the C.N.G was introduced for 5 buses initially. Now Delhi is the only city in the world where C.N.G has been introduced, where all public transport is operating on the C.N.G. So with that, Delhi was one of the most polluted city in the world. It has become a much cleaner city today. The most important case, for me, there are many, many more important cases like the Ganges case. But it is very difficult to balance. Like the vehicular pollution case has helped the entire country. The Ganges pollution case, it is the most sacred case that way. Because I love Mother Ganga, and I want to see that the river should remain clean. It should remain vibrant, and it should go on blessing the humanity forever. That is my wish. No lawyer, no scientist, I think that can work properly if we don't go deep and talk with the people, see the habitat, see the environment ourselves. Then we become wiser. And I have never accepted any case so far without seeing myself. I go investigate myself. I don't believe those people, those who come to me. But when I go, I see, I learn many things, and then I start thinking, and then I file such cases, and I do things.
On the topic of water, a lot of people feel that India's biggest crisis is just water, drinking water, usable water. Is there truth to that?
You see that we have 2 major problems. The one is that the population, and 2 is the water. For me, the water is more important, because the reason is that the population, if there is a water, we can feed the population. If there is no water, I always tell the people and the government that, are you going to import water now? We should not be, we are not in a position to import water from other countries. So why should we do? Why are we polluting our rivers? We have the groundwater, we have the rivers, we have the lakes, we have everything, we have the sea. But we are failing in our duty to protect the water, and that is very important, that we have to make all efforts to see that the rivers are cleaned, the water is conserved, and then the groundwater is protected. I took another case on the groundwater. In India, there is no legislation on groundwater. I took that petition in 1992, and in 1992 I went before the Supreme Court by saying that the entire country's groundwater is unregulated. There is no legislation, and Government of India and the Parliament has failed to enact any new law, so it should be protected. And later on, after a lot of arguments, the Supreme Court delivered a landmark judgment by saying the entire country's groundwater should be regulated. Imagine that otherwise the country's water was, the groundwater was totally neglected. And the industries are they are very greedy, chemical industries, the noxious industries. What are they trying to do now? Instead of controlling pollution, they are making borewell into the soil and dumping those chemicals down. It's so dangerous, and I can't tolerate. And that is what I am trying to see, that these people, they should be punished.
So what are some of the big environmental issues in India today?
Oh, one is that climate change. It is a big issue. And for climate change, I think that all over the world, every person should be concerned. In India, you know that in India the glaciers are melting in the Himalayas, and I visited last year Gangotri and some other glaciers, and I saw myself how fast they are melting. And if this happens, it will cause floods. The water will be coming down, and after that there will be droughts. So it is a very serious situation. The countries are not realizing that, the governments are not realizing that. But as a citizen of this world, I am very much concerned. For me, human rights is everything, and the environment is it is encompassing all rights, whether it is a children's right, whether it is a women's rights, whether it is animal rights, whether it is any living species right, it is the environment. And that is what we have to protect. If I become, or if anybody becomes sensitive to environment, that person is an environmentalist, he is a human rights activist, he is an animal rights lover, and he is everything for me, you know.